Do you belong in a particular indigenous group? No. The Yugoslavia.
No, I don't. I'm in majority group in my country, but we have 21 minority.
Okay.
21 minority, mostly nations from former Yugoslavia, and we have special constitutional law on rights of minorities, protecting their rights to language, culture, and political rights as well.
That's very good. So you are well versed on this kind of topic, because I think most of us here belong into kingdoms and tribes and indigenous groups. So we will start the first question. On cultural heritage, how does the preservation of traditional kingdoms and indigenous culture contribute to global environmental efforts? Let's start with, of course, Flaming Eagle. Mr. Flaming Eagle?
This question is vital. And with not just the indigenous people of America, but the indigenous people around the world honor and respect the earth. And not only do they respect and honor the earth, they believe in every cell of their being that we're all connected with the trees, with one another, and there's no separation, racial discrimination whatsoever. We must unite. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Who else want to answer that question? Dr. Vahan? Yeah.
The perspective of the indigenous to the environment in the world is key, because they have been stewards of the globe much longer than others, and they have been witness to changes of time, and their wisdom is key to communicate it to the other nations and other generations, because they need to understand that Mother Earth is the only place we have to live, and it's the only place that we have left. We have nowhere else to go. And with unity and the wisdom of the indigenous, and of course with the Western world, we want to make sure that Mother Earth does not perish, because we will perish with it. And I think that all the youth needs to understand this. Don't trash. Let's clean up Mother Earth, and become examples for our future generations. And I think that this speaks to every person, indigenous or not. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Anybody else? Are you answer? Yeah? Your Majesty.
Mainly we cultural leaders were the custodian of culture from the beginning of the creation of this world. If you go in the Bible, in the Quran, you find actually God sought to either actually to manage his people. There should be kings. So we are quite accommodative. We have to sensitize our subjects upon development, love one another, and even to obey and be loyal to the leaders. Otherwise, if we are empowered, all this wouldn't be happening. Wars, etc., etc. So that's what I propose.
Okay. Any other answer for that? I think all right. So let's move on to the next question. How can we ensure that the wisdom and practices of traditional kingdoms are passed down to future generations? I think Princess will answer that.
To help our next generation, that's why we have our organization, association. We care about humanity. That's really important, because our children don't know some how to take care of themselves. If we know how it's in French.
Just speak in French. I'll translate. Please. Let's see if I can.
We supposed to teach our children how to love people, how to respect people, how to do better in life.
So I have a, sorry to cut you because I want to be specific. For example, you're the Amazon princess right now. How do you pass down to your next generation, to your daughter, to be the next Amazon princess? How do you make sure she accepts that? Or
That's why I said that that's education. We're supposed to give to them education.
okay.
How to love people, how to do better in life. You know, when I come to America from my country, I saw large children don't respect themselves. That's their family fault. You know what I'm saying? I saw them in the street take drugs, alcohol. In my country, particularly Benin, no, we don't let the children do anything bad. But it's supposed, that family was supposed to take care of the children, to take them, to teach them good things, you know, to be better. You know, I have 5 children. I have 12 grandchildren. All of them is in America today. But thank God, all of them is somebody. Doctor, teacher. That's why education is for how to say?
Yeah. For young, yeah.
To any family, don't give up for your children.
And will they
Have time for your children.
become Amazon?
Amazon. Yes. We take them, I'll show you a picture. We take them to palace
Okay.
to explain them how to be a good Amazon. To fight for yourself. Don't wait for nobody. That's
Beautiful, beautiful princess. That's what I want to know.
Don't wait for
we have
nobody,
scarcity
you know?
of Amazon princesses right now. We have to continue the Amazon princess,
Exactly.
but not the ones who cut heads. Okay?
No.
Not
No more cut.
No more cut.
To be leader.
Yeah, you did tell them the story about the cutting of heads. That in the movie you saw women cutting heads, one head.
Yes.
The real Amazon princess, before they cut head, they twirl in the air, and you cut foreheads at one time. That's the real Amazon princess. That sounds very violent, right? That was during the day. Now,
Before. We cut the Amazon, before they cut head. Now, no more.
no more cutting heads.
But now to be good leader.
Yes.
How to take care of your family, how to teach your children to be somebody in life, not to do bad things.
Very
you know?
good. Thank you. I'm sure Flaming Eagle, which I like that you retain your name, your cultural name. Yeah, traditional name.
I answered that question 2 ways. Because all indigenous people, I don't care what country, where they've been, they have been slaughtered. The atrocities that have been perpetrated upon all indigenous people is horrible. So I have 2 things that I express. When people come to me and have asked me, news media people, says, the atrocities that are being perpetrated upon me personally and my family. The news media always want to say, how are you doing in this fight? And I always respond with one thing. This is not a fight. This is a stand for my humanity and for my culture and for my ancestors who have sacrificed incredible because they would not give up their traditions. That's one. It's not a fight, it's a stand. And number two, we must forgive. The moment we retaliate to any injustice, everybody loses.
You are right. But if we talk about forgiving, we will talk about Ukraine and, what's the other country? Palestine and all that. It's a very broad topic, but you are right. It's about forgiving. Forget what happened in the past. Yes. Now, more answers from President Ivo.
For minorities, indigenous people and cultural minorities, ethnic minorities, is always questionable whether they are going to be assimilated, not by force, just by method of living, or they should be somehow partly isolated to keep their culture, their specifics. And the wise government has the method how to make good compromise, how to give education, economical stability and prosperity to those people, but not to kill their identity. That's a crucial issue.
Thank you, President. Next question. I'm choosing because there are many questions and we have limited time. So, the best question I could give you: how can the global community better support the preservation of traditional kingdoms and the environment, ensuring their significance is recognized worldwide? I think we know all that answer, how we can contribute and help the indigenous people and the environment, but let me hear it from you. What do you think is the best solution? You have something to say, King? How can we help the environment and indigenous people?
The best thing is that in all cultures should be taken as at par, and all cultural leaders should adopt, discard, and assimilate those cultures which are so promising to the subjects.
Okay, Flaming Eagle. I love it.
Put on events like what's going on right now, where people are truly loving one another, accepting each other, appreciating each other's differences, because we're all different. But until we learn how to accept and love and adore the differences of other people, that's where the challenge is, and that's where the real growth comes. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Dr. Vahan?
I'm also indigenous to my own homeland back in Armenia, which has a history of more than 14,000 years. So I understand what sovereignty means, what losing your lands mean, what going through a genocide means. And Armenians went through a genocide themselves, like many other groups. So when you help an indigenous, you help humanity. I say it again, if you help the indigenous, you help humanity altogether. It's like saying, what can I do to a dehydrated tree, right? It's everybody's tree. The fruit tree is everyone's, and we need to care for all that. If we have that mentality, if we can have a blind eye over a color, a person's skin color, or their religious affiliation, and just close our eyes and embrace them as human beings, I think we'll have a much beautiful world, don't you think?
Thank you. That's true. That's true. And we have to treat also the environment like human being. We have to care for it if we want to have a long life and preserve the world. Because if we don't, then, and we don't have a world to live at, we will all perish. So treat the environment like we treat ourselves. And Princess, what would you say to my Sultan or to Sultanate?
You know better. You know better.
But I
my
want
queen.
from you.
Yes. You know, we are together. We are one. In any religion, you are queen in your kingdom. You come to my kingdom, right? You visit my kingdom.
I did.
Exactly. We are together. We are one. Any religion, anything you believe in, we have one God, one power. That's why I know people supposed to be together. Okay? That's why I'm here.
Thank you. And the reason why I'm asking this, as you know, I'm trying to promote the cultural background of the Sultanate of Maguindanao from the Philippines. So I'm trying to push it. And I want them to get out of their shell and really go out there in the world and say, we are here. Because even the Filipinos here in Nevada, for sure, do not even know that the Sultanate of Maguindanao exists. So here I am promoting the Sultanate, and hopefully your kingdoms will recognize my Sultanate and form a collaboration. I, for one, represent them, so I will be their voice here in Nevada or in the world. When I visited your kingdom twice, and your kingdom 10 times, I always represent my Sultanate because I want the world to know that we have the Sultanate of Maguindanao from the Philippines. So what is your message, King?
First of all, we, the kings, we should be in unison with the government's involvements. Because actually, if the government's doing contrary, the kings also are doing contrary, then it will be not good. But we should, the politicians should respect all cultures within their countries, and also empower those cultures to uplift, to survive, to be living at par.
Thank you. Dr. Vahan?
Yes. Thank you very much for allowing me to answer this question. I would relay the Sultanate the invitation for them to be part of our mission here in the United States, to be a collaborative partner, to also see this event as a testament to the unity we're trying to form. And I would love to have the opportunity for our delegation to visit the Sultanate and create a bridge, a humanitarian and human bridge across border lines to show that we really don't have any borders, we just have a mental blockage that's preventing us to unify.
Wonderful. Thank you. I will relay your message.
You're very kind.
I yourself say to the Sultan, dear Sultan, you should know that there is beautiful organization we have of humanity. There is Queen Maria Torres, and she is very capable organizer. So participate, please, in activities, ask her for advice, and spread the culture of mutual understanding and peace.
Thank you. I'd relay that message. Thank you so much, speakers. That concludes our panel for traditional kingdoms, and you are now welcome to have a group photo with me